Good morning and welcome to another reading vlog on Monday. This week we're going to be finishing off Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I'm nearly halfway, so we actually only have 2 days left of April, so I'm hoping that I can finish this by the end of the day tomorrow, but we shall see. I'm thinking it's possible. I don't know, it's taken me a while just to get to this point. We shall see. Then I'm going to be making a start on my May TBR, which is where the number generator, it's a really bad angle actually, it's making me look like an egghead. Where the number generator picked my TBR. So the first one is Lorna Doone by R.D. Blackmore. This is basically a classic and a romance. It's about 560 odd pages, so it's quite intimidating, but I got this from the library, so I know that this needs to go back. I think it's due back on the 15th. Nope, it's due on the 11th. So yeah, I need to basically make sure I get that done. So those are the two books for this week. Very different books for me as well. What are we actually doing this week? We're going to be playing it by ear. Is that the saying? Playing it by ear. I think so. We're going to be just seeing how it goes with the, what's it called? The evenings. I'm so sorry. It's early Monday morning. I'm sleepy. So we'll see what each evening brings us. Saturday we are going to like a beer cider gin festival with some friends. So that would be nice. And so there would be a nice walk. So I'm going to my parents this evening after work for dinner. We'll probably be doing something nice if the weather is nice in each evening. We shall see, because obviously it's lighter later, lighter until later. Yeah. So let's start the day with reading this. Today I'm going to do very strong, almost like reading sprints for myself. So I'm going to make myself read as much as possible of the Assassin's Apprentice. That is the plan. We'll see how it goes. But I'm going to take you along this week. It will be another reading vlog running until Sunday. So let's start reading. Okay, just a little update. I'm getting there with this. I'm getting there. We're now on Tuesday. We are now on the last day of April. It's the 30th. I was hoping to get this done. It's not going to happen. This is definitely going to be going into my May reading list, but that's fine. It is what it is. I have had quite a productive day, kind of. So obviously I've been working from home, so I have been answering the phone and doing all of that sort of bits for work. But like productive wise, I have filmed my April wrap up, which is going to be posted in about an hour. So by the time this video goes up, it's already going to be on my channel. And then I've done the thumbnail pictures for both that video and for my May-April TBR, which is May-June TBR, that is going up tomorrow. So I've done that today. I've filled out the calendar for May, which is our wall calendar, mainly so Poole knows what we're doing. And I've also brought all of my TBR books into the office to go on the immediate TBR shelf for the month. So yeah, I think I've done lots of bits as well. You know, just getting stuff sorted, filling in diary or planner even. Yeah, to basically get some stuff sorted, ready for the new month. I'm really hoping the weather starts to pick up a bit. I mean, the sun's kind of out now. So the plan today was, so when I looked at the weather this morning, it was all sun and 0% chance of rain. And then about an hour or so ago, that's changed. It's due to start raining about 6 o'clock when I finish work. So our plan had been to cycle to the fish and chip shop and then take our fish and chips down to the beach. That's not happening now because, yeah, we are having rain at 6 o'clock and I'm absolutely gutted. So seems like now I'm going to have to race to do the food shop instead. You know, I thought it was a good way of getting out and do the food shop for a bit as well. And actually go like later, but we do actually need food now, so it means I'm gonna have to go straight when work finishes at 6, which is rather annoying. Trying to go around Sainsbury's at this time is just horrendous. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go and get a food shop, then we're gonna have to have dinner, and then I don't really know what we are gonna do because it's getting a bit tedious with all this rain. I'm running out of things to do. I mean, we started watching Baby Reindeer. I'm only 3 episodes in, so I'll probably watch another episode of that. But yeah, otherwise, what does one do when it's constantly shit weather in the UK? I don't think I'll be reading this evening because I think we'll find something to do. We'll find something. But I am going to, it's only like coming up to 5 o'clock, so I've got like an hour left of reading. So I'm going to try, it's only coming up to 4 o'clock. Oh my days. So I've got a couple of hours left of reading. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I am, kind of enjoying it. I just wouldn't say it's an amazing book. Like, so many people just rave about this book. I kind of feel like it's very slow paced. I'm hoping it starts to pick up a little bit now. I mean, we're starting to see like a bit of magic sort of stuff, more of the fantasy elements coming out now. So we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to give like a little update, or an update anyway. Actually, I don't know if in this vlog, I've actually properly said what this is about. Because I obviously started this in my last reading vlog and just finishing it off. This is basically set during it's basically the Kingdom of the Six Duchies on the brink of civil war when news breaks that the Crown Prince has fathered a bastard son and is shamed into abdication. The child's name is Fitz and he is despised. Raised in the castle stables, only the company of the king's four, the ragged children of the lower city, and his unusual affinity with animals provide Fitz with any comfort. To be useful to the crown, Fitz is trained as an assassin and to use the traditional magic of the Farseer family, but his tutor, allied to another political faction, is determined to discredit, even kill him. Fitz must survive, for he may be destined to save the kingdom. So it's a bit of like a fantasy story. It's not a bit like, it is a fantasy. And yeah, so many people have like raved about this book. So I think, it has potential. I do really like the writing, don't get me wrong. The writing is stunning. I'm just a bit upset about the very slow pace. I like to have a bit more action going on. But yeah, we'll see how it goes at the end. And yeah, that is a little update. Bye for now. Okay, let's discuss. I'm on page 255. I have about 120 pages. So this book is very slow paced. Very, very slow paced. Apparently this is the first book in a series. And apparently this one isn't as great as it's not as strong as all the other books in the series are. I was struggling a lot because it is so slow paced, and there's the whole idea of it is that you're following Fitz through his life. So you're starting off when he's 6 years old. We don't really know anything about him. He doesn't really know much about himself. He's been taken to this keep because basically his grandfather doesn't want to be paying for him. His father is an heir to the throne. He basically got Fitz's mum pregnant and then just left. She was a mistress, and obviously in these times it's very frowned upon. So yeah, he ends up getting taken to this keep. He gets put under the care of Burrich, who is one of Chilry, I don't know how to say his name, the father's men. And basically Birch takes it upon himself to almost like raise Fitz and be a father figure to him. And then we have someone come in that's basically training him to be an assassin, which is where the title comes in. And then we have someone else come in that's going to be teaching him the skill, it's called, which basically is almost like magic and almost like putting your thoughts, giving energy to someone that's fighting. It's basically going to be used as like a weapon when the war breaks out. So there's a lot of things that he's learning. It's very much like a coming of age story. So you're seeing him from when he's 6. We're then going on this very slow timeline through the years as he grows older and becomes Fitz. So because of that, that's why I feel like it's very slow paced, and it has been a bit of a struggle. I'm not going to lie, I haven't been excited to pick this up. So I have just watched a spoiler review video on YouTube where it's in stages. So I stopped when they got to about here. So I don't know what's happened after. Just to get someone else's point of view on this. I think his name was Andrew Watkins, the YouTube name. So I thought, yeah, if I watch that, then it might help me, you know, seeing someone else's point of view. So this person is a massive fantasy reader by the looks of things, and he did describe, you know, a lot that I actually agreed with, and it's helped me basically boost a bit more energy into wanting to read this, if that makes sense. So the writing is stunning. You cannot fault the writing in this book. Robin Hobb is a fantastic writer, and she does an amazing job with characters, but this is very much a character driven story. So if you're very much needing plot, like a big plot, and you're very much needing a fast-paced read, then this book is you're going to struggle with it. You're going to struggle. Yeah, it's been a massive struggle for me. I'm not going to lie. By the way, I'm in my hoodie still, so I've just took this on because it's actually quite chilly today. Yeah, so this is going to be a struggle for a lot of people, I think, because it is so slow. Like, yeah, it's a struggle, but I'm a bit more, you know, getting into it now. There's like a few points that's made about the characters. There's some amazing parts in here which Robin Hobb does so well, like with like depression, and it's done in a brilliant way. Yeah, there's so much that you can love about this book, and so many positives about this book. Just unfortunately, it's just very slow. So I am now more eager to get back into it. After watching that YouTube video, it definitely helped. Like I said, I stopped when it was, because they did it in percentages. So when they got to about where I am now, I stopped. But I just wanted to see someone else's take on it, basically, someone else's point of view on this book. I don't know. I'm going to see how it ends. I don't know whether I'm going to continue with the series, because this is the shortest book. It's about 400 pages. This is the first one. It's about 400 pages. The others are a lot thicker, which is kind of intimidating me a bit. I was like, yes, I'm going to start a new series. And I'd heard so many fantastic things about the series and about Fitz. I mean, I do really like Fitz's character, don't get me wrong. But yeah, it needs a bit more action, a bit more oomph to it. It needs to pull me along a bit. Like, it needs to get me fully invested into the story. So now I've watched that YouTube video, I'm a bit more like, yes, okay, all those points were really good points. I'm now proper getting into it. Let's just do this. I've got 120 pages left. It's 10:20. I want to see if I can finish this today. I have my woodwick candle on, which you can probably hear. I have found this ambient fantasy thing on YouTube, which I'm going to play. I have a cup of tea. Let's do this. I'm going to do it like almost like reading sprints. So I've set my alarm, so I am reading non-stop up until lunchtime. And then I'll have lunch. And after lunch, I will do the same for this afternoon, because I think if I set an alarm and do it almost like reading sprints, I will make myself get through this book. I want to finish this today. That is the goal. Let's do it. I'm hoping that now I can, you know, properly get into it and start enjoying it. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. Let's hope. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let me just show you this. Listen to this music. Can you hear that? It's very fantasy styley. Just very relaxed. It's called Enchanted Lands Volume 1 and it's by the Guild of Ambience that you can find on YouTube. So I'm hoping that gets me into the mood for reading this. So let's give it a go. Okay, so I've just had a shower and dried my hair and I just need to cool down a little bit. It's now getting to that time of year where I definitely start just leaving my hair to dry naturally because it's just too warm, but I need to dry it. I've just put it loosely up in a ponytail because I need to do my hair makeup in a minute. I've just slapped on my Factor 50 on my face. So I'm just waiting for that to soak in. So I thought I would do a reading update. Also a little bit of an update because I haven't actually spoken on here since Wednesday. And it is now Saturday morning. So just to give you like a little update, what's been going on. So Wednesday evening, I went and got some new trainers finally for walking to from work because I busted my other trainers. So I had to get some new ones. So yeah, that was the trip we had to do on Wednesday because I knew I was going to be walking to work yesterday, so I had to get them. Thursday I got my nails done. They're black with sparkles, holographic sparkles on the top. And then in the evening we kind of just cleaned the house and then Paul's parents came over. So we sat with them for a bit and then I just realised I think I've spilt some, oh no, I thought I spilt something on this then, my book. So we just had a chilled evening with Paul's parents. Yesterday I actually walked to from work and the sun was out on the way home, so that was really good. So we had a quick dinner and then we went straight back out. We went for a drive because the Passat is now out of the garage and the sun was out, so we went for a drive down to Poole, got a McFlurry ice cream and sat down by the water, which was very nice. This morning we've had a very chilled one. We've started a new series. I think it's called Charlie Live It Up or Charlie, something to do with Charlie. And it's a series with Idris Elba in it. So absolutely loving it. So yeah, that's what we've started. And then reading wise, I have finished Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. And I am so glad that I persevered with this. There were moments where I thought I was going to have to DNF. I thought that it just wasn't for me because it was very slow paced, but it was very much character building and world building. So not a lot of action until probably like the last 50 or so pages, 50, 60 pages. Then it really did pick up and I ended up very much enjoying it. So yeah, I'm definitely glad that I persevered with it, saw it through. I've now purchased the second book. It costs about £10 though, and it's like an older paperback as well. It's not even a new release, and it costs about £10. That was the cheapest I could find it, but I've purchased that. That's arriving tomorrow, so I'll unbox that on here when it does. And yeah, I'm now properly into the story, which I'm really pleased about because I really wanted to start a new fantasy series. So this is going to be it. I think there's like 16 books in total, but they're like split with like different trilogies, so makes it a bit less intimidating, I think. So yeah, this is going to be the new series that I start. So well, I've started it, so I'm really pleased about that. So I'm going to go and do my makeup and hair. I might possibly start my next read, which I think is probably going to be Lorna Doone. I haven't fully decided yet. We shall see. And then this afternoon we are out with friends going to a beer, cider, gin festival with some live music, and it's just going to be really nice because we're sat out in the sun. So yeah, looking forward to it. But yeah, I need to make a decision on what I'm reading next. But I'm really, yeah, like I said, really pleased that I picked this up. I ended up really enjoying it, and I do really like the main character Fitz. Obviously Robin Hobb is very well known for her world building, character building, and her writing is absolutely stunning. So I would recommend it. Just be aware that it is very slow paced, this first book. Apparently this first book is, and the rest of the series is more action packed, more fast paced and all of that. So it is just the first book purely because it's just set in the scene, as it were, for the series. So yeah, I'm really pleased that I picked it up, really enjoying it. Now it's time to go get ready and pick my next read as well, because I might have half an hour of reading before I have to sort out getting lunch and then heading over. I just wanted to give a quick update. I have a parcel. It is a book. So I thought I would just come on here quickly and open it. Here it is. It is Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. So this is the second book in the series. It's quite a bit thicker. It's about 645 pages. So it's a chunky one. I had to pay £10 for this paperback copy because I wanted the same cover as the first book. So it definitely is a bit more expensive, but for paperback, it's small writing again, like a small font. So this is basically just following on from the first book, where we're following Fitz, and he is basically an assassin apprentice. So this one, I believe, is when he's a full assassin for the royal family, hence why it's called Royal Assassin. So I'm really keen to get into this, but very soon, because the last 50 odd pages of the Assassin's Apprentice I really enjoyed. And I started to then get into the story, and it had taken me so long to get there that and the fact that I ended up just really enjoying that last section of the book has kind of made me want to pick this up fairly soon. So I won't tell you what happens in this one. I won't read the blurb out for this one, but it's just a follow on from the first book, like I said, and the first book was mainly world building and character building. So apparently from the second book onwards, it starts to get really good and much more action packed, which is definitely what I wanted with this series. So I'm really looking forward to getting back into this very soon. I just wanted to quickly come on here and show you a little unboxing. Okay, very strange angle. I basically had an afternoon nap, and then I basically started to pick up, read a bit more of this, which is Lorna Doone. I started it yesterday, you may have seen in the clip. I had like half an hour to sit outside and read, so I just started then. I'm only about 25 pages in, but I think it's going to be an enjoyable read. I'm just trying to get my head around the kind of like the language, like the writing style, that kind of thing. So obviously this is set in like Somerset, Devon way. So they kind of have, a couple of the characters have like a West Country accent. So I'm just trying to get my head around this accent, because it's obviously written in a way like how it's said. Now my family, they do have West Country accents. Obviously I live right on the south coast of England, but my mum's side of the family all come from the West Country. They all come from near Bristol, Bath, near that way. So more like Wiltshire, that kind of thing. And they all have a West Country accent. So I'm kind of just like imagining some of my mum's family when I'm like reading the part, which obviously has the accent written out like how it's said. So it's fine. I do understand it, but it is a bit different when you're reading it, because obviously like the spelling is all very different. Like there's stuff like words are said very differently in some of it. So yeah, I am enjoying the story though. We're just very much just learning a bit about our main character. So we're basically following, it's all done in like first person narrative. Let me just double check a second. I think it was John. Wait 1 second. Yeah, so we're following a guy called John, and he's kind of telling the story of his life and then how he meets Lorna Doone. So we haven't met Lorna Doone yet. We've heard snippets about the Doone family. So they're kind of like a bit of a rough family, very much into stealing, murder, that sort of thing. They're kind of well known in the area as being not a nice family. That's kind of what we're hearing at the moment. Obviously we haven't met Lorna Doone yet, but we are aware that this does become a romance, and is a very well-known romance. It is classed as a classic, so I am aware that there is going to be a romance between John and Lorna. I mean, that's not a spoiler. That is basically what this book is about. So yeah, I am enjoying it. I'm just trying to get my head around the writing style. I feel like I do have to concentrate a little bit because the writing style is so different. Obviously, this was written such a long time ago. So it was first published in 1869. So obviously the writing is very different to what we're kind of used to now. But yeah, I just wanted to come on here with a quick update about this, because I'm only, like I said, I'm only like 25 pages in, but I do have high hopes for this. I think I am going to get into it quite a bit once, you know, I'll get my head around the writing. So yeah, yesterday I didn't get any clips. I don't think, like proper clips of when we were out yesterday. We had an amazing time. We went out with some friends to a beer festival. There was some live music. We spent the whole afternoon and the sun was out, and it was just perfect, trying different beers and ales and that sort of thing. And today it's kind of been a bit of a running around type of day. We had to go and get a trailer, which we need to use next week. We had to go to a couple of camping shops to get some supplies, and we also ended up going out for lunch at this cafe at a garden centre, which was very nice. So we had a bacon brie, a mango chutney, toasted sandwich. Oh, it's amazing. Absolutely love it. So yeah, we've had kinds of like running around type of day. We got a Costa on the way home as well. So I've tried out the new flavour, one of the new drinks they've got just come out. And we, yeah, I've had a little afternoon nap because I'm so tired. I'm not going to lie, I'm just very tired from yesterday. So had a little bit of a nap. And then I've just been reading a bit of this. So yeah, this week I did start a new series. So I have read The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I am going to be continuing that series. You would have seen my book haul for the next one, which is Royal Assassin. So yeah, that was quite a good, I think I did an okay reading week. I mean, it was very difficult getting through Assassin's Apprentice. It's a very hard book to fly through because it's so slow paced. And yeah, just it's one of those books which does take a while. And then I have started another book, which again I think is going to take quite a while, which is probably going to take up the most most of my reading next week. But yeah, I don't know, reading wise it's been okay. Oh, that was Leo sneezing. So yeah, it's been okay. I've had a great week. It's been quite cozy and chilled. It's not been so full on like previous weeks we've had. We've had quite a slow, chilled week this week, which has been lovely. And yeah, I think I'm going to wrap up this vlog now because it's coming up to like 5 o'clock Sunday. So I'm going to wrap this up, and I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've also had a lovely week, and I will definitely be back very soon with another video. But thank you so much for watching this one.